All right. So we'll keep this really informal. You know, most of you have been here, have been recipients of the grants from Operation Santa Claus for years. As you know, that Operation Santa Claus has been around almost longer than me, and that's pretty long. But through the generosity of hundreds of people for the last 60 years, we've been able to raise money to provide services and help support for special adaptive equipment to programs that you wouldn't ordinarily be reimbursed for under the state's reimbursement methodologies. That's a whole other story, and sometimes don't make sense. But people with disabilities have unique needs, and you are all experts on this. You know this much better than I, but I appreciate the fact that you're here today. And I want to say thank you to Gail Burns. Gail is a tireless worker. You don't have to stand back there. Makes the trains run on time. We'll be doing our event December 7th. All right, sorry. We'll be doing our event December 3rd at the Castle Royale, and I hope that you will all be there and participate in that. Tom Meyer, who is, aside from being a tremendous friend, has been a part of this committee for a long, long time, and I appreciate his help and his support. We call him the General, and he is a dedicated, hardworking person who has done so much for us, not only in Yonkers, but for this organization as well. And to all of you, I mean, whether you, I mean, Richmond, I've been on the board of Richmond for years and years. I've been chair of the board, I don't know how long, probably 10 years. And so it gave me a unique perspective, you know, going from being in the Senate, chairing the Committee on Mental Health, learning from on the side of the statutory side and the bureaucratic side, then working with DSPs here, people who are on the front lines doing the work that is truly God's work for people with disabilities. And COTSA has been a part of this organization for a long, long time, and as our CEO, I appreciate the fact that you're here. To Joanio, they have been back from when I was in the Senate. Great advocates, great providers, and we're glad to be able to be supportive of you as well. To Ferncliff, I'm sorry Pat Sage is not here, and we certainly, in fond memory, remember Bill. And Ferncliff has been in the city of Yonkers again for 40 years, 50 years, I guess. Almost. And that family that has made a commitment to people with disabilities, and the staff certainly have followed that up, and I'm glad that you're part of this as well. And to a newcomer here is Abilities First, Jeff. Jeff provides great work to people in the Hudson Valley, to people with disabilities in the Hudson Valley. Glad that you're here today. Glad that we could be supportive of all the work and all the advocacy that you provide. ACDS, Mike's not here. We don't need him, right? But we tell him we said hello. We appreciate the role that you play, not only here in Yonkers but on Long Island as well. And it's a great program, great facility. To Westchester School for Special Children, so far away? I got it. I didn't like that. I got the last thing. See, you thought I was going to make fun of the last thing, but I didn't. To Corinne and Jay, thank you for being here. Thank you for the role that Westchester School has played over on Park Avenue in Yonkers for years, and now up north as well, and an expanded program, and we do great work to support. One group that's not here that we're going to offer, provide a grant for also is the Westchester Parks Foundation. The Westchester Parks Foundation, it's Joe Stout, who's the director, provide a program where they're able to purchase adaptive wheelchairs for people with disabilities who want to visit the parks or maybe use the trailways, especially equipped with the type of wheels that will enable them to get through that kind of terrain. So we're happy to include them, to the newcomers, you and Jeff and Joe Stout. Welcome. We were able to provide grants for about $50,000 this year. We hope to raise even more money than that on December 3rd. As you all know, every dollar raised goes out the door to organizations. There's no overhead. We try to get everything donated. The breakfast is donated, the music's donated, the printing is donated. So there's no overhead at all. And so there's a lot of good, solid people who do a lot of work to make that morning a great morning. And we're glad to see residents there as well. And we encourage you, if you have residents that's appropriate, you want to have them come over, you can work that out with Gail. It's a fun morning. We get in an hour and a half, so it's no long stories. Those of you who know me, I know I'm not into long stories. But the results are raising money every year around the holiday season for people with disabilities and for their families. So for being here, I just want to just say thank you to Tom again and to Gail. Thank you for the role that you all play, and for each one of you and the members of your staff for the role you do provide every day to people with disabilities. Thank you. Now let's have a
Can we get everybody together just for one big picture? Yes.
Hold on one second. I'm going to shut this off.
Okay.
We're having hair issues.
Listen, notice I didn't have any hair.